PushGapRadio.com, Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
I Googled you today just to see what pops up.
Did you not know who I was before?
No.
He's done it! Y'all, Kendrick dropped again. He dropped again. Didn't I say we're witnessing greatness right now?
This record is fire. Oh my God.
Shohei Ohtani starts the 50-50 club.
Country music's year of being the it genre has officially reached a fever pitch.
We are at Tiny Desk, which is kind of blowing my mind right now.
I don't know about nobody else, but I'm starting to like country music.
Can I get a large Dr. Pepper with pickles?
Crazy. This is so good.
It's undeniable. Mudang is a star.
Mudang. Here comes Sha'Carri Richardson. Sha'Carri's got him covered.
Caitlin Clark, welcome to the WNBA.
Clark, with fans everywhere.
I want to grow up to be like Caitlin Clark.
We are Maryland tough, and we are Baltimore strong.
This fight was most definitely rigged. Here's some evidence you might have missed. Tyson was doing fantastic at the beginning, landing some big shots and knocking Jake around the ring. But that changed when Paul clinched with Tyson. It's alleged he whispered into Tyson's ear to cool it, and the message was confirmed received by Tyson.
Following breaking news, a horrific situation unfolding in New Orleans. 10 people are dead and dozens more hurt when police say a man intentionally drove a pickup truck into a crowd on New Year's.
Yeah, this happened along the city's famed Bourbon Street. Eyewitness News reporter Jaysha Patel joins us live in the newsroom with more on what some are calling an act of terrorism. Jaysha.
John and Rachel, we know the driver of that vehicle who was armed is dead, and the mayor of New Orleans is calling this an act of terrorism.
The Prime Effect continues. It is estimated in 1 year, Coach Prime, the Prime Effect, has brought in an estimated $90 million for Colorado. The University of Colorado Boulder recently received a record-breaking 6,000 to 8,000 applications for the fall of 2024 so far, which is a 20% increase from the last year. Applications of black students are up about 50%. 50% black students want to come to Boulder. And I don't think there's any kind of doubt on why that is. And it just doesn't stop there, because the Prime Effect has made a spike in multimedia rights for Colorado. It's brought in nearly double that mark in sponsorships from the year prior. Now, what does that mean? $10 million. If you don't want to make him the highest paid coach, I completely understand, but you're not going to be able to keep him at $5.5 million. I'm so sorry to tell y'all that. You're going to have to cut the check, and cut the check soon. Again, I want to really caution the people out there, that the power brokers out there in Colorado. If you don't think this man is going to bet on himself, he will. So if he does well next year, they win to get in the college football playoffs, what is really going to stop him from taking double his salary?
I know each and every day I turn on TV or on Instagram or Facebook, I keep seeing shit about Travis Hunter's girlfriend. I'm tired of seeing that hoe. No disrespect, fam, but I just seen that girl popping somebody on somebody's video 3 years ago, and you were with him. You say y'all been in a relationship for 5 years. He in the car while you in there popping. Make it make sense. Wouldn't have been me. History ain't good right now. You already wasn't her type. Now all of a sudden you her type. Now she leaving emojis and all that. I leave that motherfucker. Where she at? You in Denver? She be right there froze. You think the Wi-Fi went out when I got done with that hoe? She'll be stuck.
Hey, welcome to Estevan TV. I'm at PushGapRadio.com.
PushGapRadio.com. Bridging the gap between old school and new school radio. PushGapRadio.com. It's Dallas, baby.
PushGapRadio.com, Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.
PushGapRadio.com in Dallas and Fort Worth. Welcome back to another edition, a New Year's edition of Shaka 401 and the main event on PushGapRadios.com. Happy New Year's to each and every one of you Capricorns. We still run the yard, baby. Cap, stand up. All right. That is what that is. Yeah, 2024, a year in review. A look back. Real crazy year. as most of you recall. What we tried to do was put together a collective of things here to help you look back and reminisce about the craziness of the year 2024. 2024 has come to a close, and we reflect on a transformative year. I hope for each and every one of you that you reflect on a transformative year of discovery and growth. I pray that for you, man. You lived through one of the wildest years we ever had, huh? But they're all wild once you think about it. But what was the top searches on Google in 2024? As of December 2024, the most searched thing on Google is YouTube. Sounds weird to me. Just go to YouTube. Okay. But I guess if you're starting a channel or something, you need to probably perhaps delve into that, see what the goings on is. Okay. But next popular searches were Amazon, Facebook, the weather. You Googled Google, and you Googled Google Gmail. That's what was happening with that. The 2024 election with Donald Trump, all hail the king. It's the revenge tour for Trump. For those of you who supported Kamala Harris, let me tell you straight from the giddy up. This the revenge tour. And people tell me, well, Trump's going to be in there just seeking revenge against his enemy. Me too. We'll leave that there. Okay, but yeah, Trump was the most searched thing. Didn't know if you knew or not, but Donald Trump is Time Magazine's 2024 Person of the Year. Okay, they come in to kiss the ring and bend the knee before Trump even get in office. So here's a look back on some of the most impactful events of 2024. Here's a review of some of the things that went down. Now, most recent things was T.D. Jakes. Hate to break your heart, but here is a recap of what went down with the power bottom. T.D. Jakes. Check it out.
If Bishop Jakes was at a Diddy party, there could only be two reasons. Money or sex. That's all that happens at Diddy parties. Money and sex.
Bishop Jakes is about to get railroaded and all of his dirt will be exposed. That's why the bishop has quietly lawyered up. He sees his fall from grace coming.
I feel the same way about that as I feel about when Tyler Perry came to his church and laid hands on him and he caught the Holy Spirit from Tyler Perry.
His favor, I pray the blood of Jesus will come upon you right now. Keep you in his hair. God, I thank you for your blessings.
Tyler Perry is the bishop of what?
Now, the next big thing, of course, was Trump getting elected and getting put in there. But another huge thing was the diddler. So we're about to delve into what went on with Trump and the diddlers, two of New York's finest back in 2024. Okay, here's the business.
President Biden has just announced that he is ending his re-election bid.
To Vice President Kamala Harris and President Donald Trump.
Kamala Harris.
Your nomination to be Vice President of the United States of America.
As an attempted assassination against former President Donald Trump. This would be a second time.
Elected to return to the White House.
The most far-reaching criminal cases ever brought against a former or future president are over.
The 20-year-old shooter is dead after a shocking assassination attempt.
Israel launching a ground operation in Lebanon.
Donald Trump will become the 47th President of the United States.
Sean Diddy Combs is denied bail on charges of sex trafficking and racketeering.
Not since R. Kelly have we had a scandal this insane.
Jaguar Wright went on a tell-it-all tour. Every time we looked up, she was doing another interview, wasn't she? Diddy did a video naming everybody he was gonna tell on if he got locked up. Then he got locked up with 1,000 bottles of baby oil and had almost every celebrity and politician scared as hell.
Diddy is finally going down for all of the terrible things he's done over the last few decades. But what other major stars are going down with him? I'm placing my bets now. The Kardashians are going to court for Diddy's crimes of human trafficking, abuse, and more. The only question is, will they merely be testifying on the stand, or will they be facing charges themselves? The feds have made it clear in their indictment that not only did he allegedly commit evil villain level offenses, but Diddy wasn't acting alone. Here's the thing, the Kardashians have been uncomfortably close with Diddy for a long time. We're talking appearances on Kris Jenner's talk show, glowing social media posts, and confirmation that the Kar-Jenner girls were partying with Diddy when they were underage. And it doesn't sound like it was just his star-studded above board parties. It sounds like Diddy's freak-offs. The very parties that landed him in jail after decades of alleged crime. Dive into the allegations and sift through Diddy's celebrity relationships to determine who is actually at risk of indictment themselves. Because what makes everything even more hazy is that Diddy was famous for throwing white parties, which were on the whole just regular parties. Like LA locals could often buy tickets to get in. But it's the after hours freak-off parties where things got jaw-droppingly nefarious. Diddy was at the center of one of the biggest and deadliest rap feuds in history.
Puff came back downstairs, he was heated. He said, something gotta change. I don't give a if Pac gotta die, Big gotta die, or Suge Knight go to jail.
Diddy has been surrounded by a string of very suspicious deaths that we fully dove into in our first Diddy video.
You want to know what they all had in common, though? The survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books. Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. And Al B. Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma.
How everyone who even starts to write a book about him seems to wind up dead, or at the very least in a coma. Including his ex-wife and mother of his children, Kim Porter, who was about to write a tell-all book about her life. Kim suspiciously died alone in her home at the age of 47 from pneumonia?
Now, the 2024 Olympics was off the chain. Snoop Dogg was paid $9 million to work 17 days at the Paris Olympics. Remember that? That's fat cat living right there. You flatfoot pimping. Snoop made $9 million, plus more on the side, I'm sure. You know, Snoop already know how to twist up the game, him and his people. But yeah, 17 days at the Paris Olympics paid Snoop $9 million. And the result for viewership rose 79% from the Winter Games. Yeah, Snoop made it for me. I love seeing Snoop out there doing what he was doing and still smoking that ooh-wee. But let us not forget the GOAT, Simone Ariane Biles Owens, because she's married to her Jonathan Owens, who plays safety for the Chicago Bears. Go Bears. Diehard Bear fan. Bear down, baby. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, Simone Biles, 11 Olympic medals, 30 World Championship medals, makes her the most decorated gymnast in history. We love Simone Biles around here. Trust and believe, fam. That's the GOAT for real, for real. Simone Biles is widely regarded as one of the greatest gymnasts of all time and one of the greatest Olympians of all time as well. Born March 14th of 1997, she's currently 27 years old, from Columbus, Ohio, 4'8", and again, married to Jonathan Owens, and he plays for my Chicago Bears. So let's take a look. Snoop D-O Devil Jizzle Dog and Simone Biles.
Snoop Dogg made $9 million in 17 days promoting the Olympics. Let's break that down. It comes out to $529,000 a day, and that doesn't even include his hotel, which was $25,000 a night. His private jet to and from the Olympics, which was $250,000, plus all of his expenses over the 3 weeks. And most people might think that's crazy because the U.S. Olympians only make $37,500 if they win gold. And they're sleeping on cardboard boxes. But this was a very calculated move to make Snoop the star of the Olympics. See, it was his job to be at every major event at the Summer Games, which grew viewership by 79%. For example, during the 2016 Rio Olympics, NBC Universal generated $1.2 billion in ad sale. And if the viewership at the Paris Games rose by 79%, then the $9 million they paid Snoop Dogg might be the greatest return on investment that NBC has ever had.
Told you Snoop was lit. Now, here's Simone Biles.
Already the most decorated gymnast ever.
I think she's the most dominant athlete in the world. Every single medal is gold.
Ever Ever since she made her appearance on the world stage in the 2016 Rio Games, Simone Biles quickly earned the title of GOAT, or greatest of all time. So with cameras trained on her and her team by her side, Simone made the incredibly difficult decision to withdraw from most of the 2021 Olympics. But despite Simone and Team USA still bringing home a slew of medals, that didn't shield Simone from the wrath of the public. People weren't just stunned that she'd withdrawn from all but one competition, they were outraged. And all of the public scrutiny only further proved to Simone that her fears were true. She got married, she built her dream home, she spent more time with her family, and much like the rest of the country coming out of the pandemic, Simone started to find her new sense of normalcy again. But this time, Simone was ready to embrace the pressure because she knew deep down that she was enough. And Simone delivered.
On vault number 2.
She nailed it. She led the women's team to gold. She reestablished her title as women's all-around champion, and she even, in a sweet bit of irony, won gold in the vault, the event that had been her downfall in Tokyo, bringing her total Olympic medal count to a whopping 10. 2 bronze, 1 silver, and 7 gold. Simone is the GOAT. But will that ever be enough? She already is enough. Because when you see someone who so genuinely leaves it all on the floor in competition and in relationships and life, that is something truly special to witness.
Now we delve into the craziness of it all. 2024 was off the chain. Remember Tiffany Henyard in 2024? Remember Sha'Carri Richardson? Remember Noah Lyles' punk ass? Check it out.
2024 turned pop culture upside down and really has us living in 2002. Ben and Jen got back together and split again.
Beyonce's Cowboy Carter is here, and suddenly it feels like everyone is into country music.
Seeing the last bits that are just getting through, and now we're getting to totality.
Jury has found former President Donald Trump guilty on all 34 felony counts of falsifying business records.
This was a rigged, disgraceful trial. The real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people.
President Biden issuing a full and unconditional pardon of his son Hunter.
Hunter Biden was found guilty of 3 felonies stemming from buying a gun while knowingly using drugs.
Is Kamala Harris Brad?
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Take a look at what happened.
And the flame has been lit for the Paris Games.
Breaking news. Tiffany Henyard confronts whistleblower in explosive board meeting. Attention, please. Well, it's chaos in Dalton. As embattled mayor, Tiffany Henyard is under fire once again, and it's getting ugly. The FBI has launched an investigation into her alleged corruption and misuse of public funds.
Have you ever seen anything like the United States win the gold medal?
And then the last 50 meters of the race, he makes an outstanding comeback. One of the craziest finishes we've ever seen in Olympic history, and gets USA to gold for the first time in 20 years.
The German running fast. Sha'Carri Richardson sprinting. Nita to the line. It's going to be Richardson. Nita, Great Britain for the United States. 41-78.
The first day of the Republican National Convention.
The next Vice President of the United States, the current Senator from Ohio, J.D. Vance. We will very quickly make America great again.
The motion to dismiss with prejudice is granted.
Sentencing hearing was postponed till the end of January. New details are emerging of just how Lyle and Eric Menendez fill their day.
The 2024 presidential campaign went from deja vu to utter chaos.
Look what happened. Is this crazy?
Now, everybody said the Tyson fight was janks. I said it was fixed from the giddy up. Because Tyson had to go 7 rounds, in order to get to $20 million. But everybody was saying that it was a setup, it was fake, this, that, and the third, that it was a hoax. What do you think? Put it down in the comments. Let me know. What's the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight on the up and up? Or were they just robbing other niggas for bags? You decide.
the most anticipated fight night in years.
Punches than any other 58-year-old has landed.
Iron Mike Tyson against YouTube star turned boxer Jake Paul.
Coming out fast.
Tyson coming out swinging on his much younger opponent, but quickly showing his age.
Lloyd warning Paul not to measure.
Paul dominating for 8 rounds. The fight ending with boos and a bow. In the end, it was a unanimous decision for Jake Paul, but a split decision for Netflix. Millions tuning in to watch the fight live, despite the streaming issues, to see boxing legend Mike Tyson step into the ring once again.
Tyson is back in the ring.
TikTok, they're trying to tear it down. Okay, I love TikTok. I got turned on to TikTok in December of 2021. I thought TikTok was always just dancing and bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? But then my big homie, when we was sitting in training at a class, every time we went outside for smoke break or a little break or whatever, his face was in his phone. Big homie, what is you doing? Oh, it's TikTok. Got me on TikTok. I love TikTok. Now they trying to get rid of TikTok. That's because TikTok telling you the truth. Okay? Trying to tell you the truth. That mainstream media won't tell you. But that's neither here nor there, okay? We're going to deal with TikTok, and then we're going to get into your boy, Luigi Mangione. This man went out and unalived someone and became an American hero. Check it out.
TikTok could now be banned in the U.S.
There's this new thing called Blue Sky.
Top it all off and end 2024 with a bang. The very app that we talked about all of this on might get banned and not even exist in 2025. I'm telling you, you had to see it to believe it.
Incoming US President Donald Trump is now trying to stop a ban on social media giant TikTok. Trump was in favour of the ban, ordered to stop the Chinese owners having influence in America. But that was before the election campaign, where TikTok appeared to help him substantially.
The president is now on TikTok. It's my honor.
I'm going to save TikTok.
He's now petitioned the US Supreme Court to pursue a negotiated resolution.
Luigi Mangione yelled at reporters as he was walked into court by police in Pennsylvania. Late last night, the 26-year-old was officially charged with murdering Brian Thompson in Midtown Manhattan. He's also facing separate charges in Pennsylvania.
Mangione was arrested at a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania on Monday. Altoona police released these photos from that McDonald's, taken from a police body camera. Officers said that he began to shake when they asked if he had recently spent time in New York City. But New York City's police commissioner also said on the Today Show this morning his name was not on their radar.
Thank you for hanging out with the bangingest thing on your urban internet radio dial. PushGapRadios.com. We're bridging the gap between old school and new school radio. Real quick, some of my homies asked me, man, I saw your show. You sound like you're on the radio. That's where we started. We were a podcast since 2010 or whatever. So we've been doing YouTube for 2 years. That's why I still do the radio thing. Used to be the making of PushGapRadios.com because we were doing the YouTube thing as we were recording the video for the station we were on. But thank you for hanging out. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. Only the very best. Okay? And thank you for logging on. Hopefully you'll like, comment, and subscribe and let us know you're there. Now, going out, I know we've lost a whole lot of folk, family members, loved ones throughout 2024. Always keep them in your heart. They're always there with you, fam. Trust and believe. The ancestors always got your back. So as we leave out, we leave you with those that we lost and loved here in 2024. Now, real quick, someone told me that grief is you have love for a person who's no longer here. This is where grief comes from. It says that you have all of this in you, this love for this person, but that person's no longer there for you to pour that into. Therefore, it stays within you and it becomes grief. Pray until something happens. God always provides. At PushGapRadios.com, the power is in the name. Never average, never mediocre, online, on point, and on the freaking money. It's Rubber Buggy Baby Boomer Radio here at PushGapRadios.com. PushGapRadios.com. Dallas, baby. And we're out.
Well, it's lit. save it. Oh, I'm kidding.
PushGapRadio.com, Hamilton Park, Dallas, Fort Worth.